Hey folks, Jiminy Critic here. Today we're going to talk about a movie called The Stepfather. You think to yourself, now wait a minute, Jiminy, I'm with you there, but I thought I could have sworn in my mind that I've heard of a movie by that title already. I may have seen it. It sounds familiar to me. Is this possibly a remake of a movie that's already been out? Well, I'm here to answer those questions for you today. First of all, let me explain the basics of this Stepfather, then we'll get into your questions. Obviously, the movie The Stepfather falls under the horror thriller category. This is not a documentary of Life with Dad. It's nothing like that. This is a horror thriller movie. It comes to us from Screen Gems. Nelson McCormick is the director. Remember that name, Nelson McCormick, because this is the only time you'll ever hear it. It's rated PG-13, and it's about 101 minutes long. This version of The Stepfather stars Dylan Walsh, and he is the stepfather in the movie, the main character. And I'll just mention the other one, his wife or wife-to-be, let's call her, Celia Ward, actually took time from her busy acting career to jump into this movie as well, and I really don't have a reason why for you on that either, because I enjoy her in so many other things, but The Stepfather will not be one of them in the future. Yes, folks, this movie is a remake. The basic plot of this movie is this Dylan Walsh character. What he does is, he's crazy, he's nuts. We as the audience know this from the beginning. He reinvents himself, changes himself, but he kind of basically goes town to town across the United States various times in his life and kind of infiltrates his way into a family where maybe the father there was just a divorce, or the father died and there's a widow in the family and whatever, looking for a father figure in the house, because in his twisted mind he sees himself as the perfect guy to step in, the perfect stepfather to come in and can make the family whole and united, and all the kids and the wife love him and he loves them, and then he murders and slaughters them and moves on to another town. He's done this a number of times before, and we step into the picture in this movie as he's about to do it with Celia Ward and her family, who has just recently been, in this case, divorced, because the dad shows up in the movie a couple times. Hey, who's this new guy? I don't really like him. Do you know anything about him? Where'd he come from? What's he all about? Why is he in my house? All those kind of things. So to go back, yes, there was a version of this movie, the original version of The Stepfather starred Terry O'Quinn. Is that name ringing a bell? If you're a fan of Lost, yes, he's the main bald character, John Locke, in the TV series Lost, which is very popular right now, finishing up the next 2 seasons. So if you know who that is, he played the original Stepfather and was much scarier, creepier, and actually better done than this version that's out right now. So my recommendation to you is maybe see this version of The Stepfather that's out now, and then you got to rent the old version of The Stepfather with Terry O'Quinn, and I think you're going to see the difference for the two, and you're going to pick The Stepfather with O'Quinn as being the better. So get out there and enjoy The Stepfather, whichever one you choose.